Well, we are joined now by the political advisor, Pablo O'Hana. Pablo, good morning to you. The gunman is still at large, and the FBI, of course, have offered a huge reward. But first of all, just remembering those images you see of Charlie's widow walking off the plane alongside the Vice President and the Second Lady of the US. What was your reaction to those images as they touched down in Arizona?
I mean, the whole thing it's unspeakable. I mean, these are those moments, particularly as a Brit, where you just sort of struggle to find the words to talk about something like this. And I think the whole thing is absolutely horrific. I mean, anybody that knows me will know my views are obviously quite different to his, but there is just absolutely no place for this. And seeing those images, seeing, you know, when families go through these kinds of things, they're just horrendous images to see. The attack itself is horrendous, but to see those families, as you say, those images of them coming off the plane, just unspeakably awful.
Bring us up to speed with the investigation, if you will, because we've got these photos that have been released by the FBI.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, if there's one thing you can trust, it is the FBI's, tenacity. They are going to go for this, and rightly so. You know, we can all agree that there is absolutely no place for political violence at all. And I think we can be sure that the American authorities will do absolutely everything to get to the bottom of this. I suspect that they will be going hard and fast. And you know, I don't think that we'll be waiting too long for more information about this, because I'm sure of American authorities' abilities to hunt this person down, find them, and hold them accountable, as they should do, of course.
Pablo, on social media, there are a lot of people, young people, who are going viral by celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. Is there an issue, almost like an indoctrination of young people on the political left, and a huge worry that this could spark more political violence?
I mean, I really hope not. I think, again, it's unspeakable. The idea that you would celebrate this, regardless of where you, sit on the spectrum, left, right, middle, whatever, there is just no place for this. I do think if you sort of zoom out, America really does have a serious rhetoric problem on top of a political violence crisis, on top of a gun violence epidemic. The latter, the kind of gun issue is quite a deep-rooted illness. The politics over there is incredibly divisive. It's quite hard to put into words from over here, but I worked on Kamala Harris's campaign during the presidential election, and it really is. It can be quite unpleasant, actually, quite difficult to be out there and to sort of experience that firsthand. And so, I think, to put this into a broader context, someone is shot in America every 5 to 6 minutes and shot dead every 10 to 11 minutes. So there really is, when I say a gun violence epidemic, like, it is widespread, and it is really bleak, really, really grim. There is absolutely no space to celebrate that wherever you are, whoever is against. It doesn't matter how much you disagree with somebody. That is not the place. And I think, wherever you are, you have to condemn it, whether you are on the left, whether you are on the right, whether you disagree with someone. And it doesn't matter whether it was the Capitol attacks, the attacks on Paul Pelosi. There have been so much political violence in America. It has to be roundly condemned. And I do want to say that on top of that, the fish rots from the head down, and I do think that there is a responsibility on the leadership across America, both in Democrats and Republicans, starting with the president, to condemn all political violence, full stop. There's no ifs, there's no debate, there's no buts, there's no but this, but that. No, there is no space for political violence, full stop.
OK, Pablo, thank you so much for your time this morning on Breakfast.
And there's been lots of support, actually, for Charlie's family online from all political persuasions, which I suppose is one step into thinking, of course, everyone should have free speech regardless of your political persuasion.